Good evening, Tallahassee, and welcome to this Friday edition of FSU Weather. It's finally Friday. It feels like it's been a really long week.
Yes, and I'm student meteorologist Sarah Converse.
And I'm student meteorologist Margaret Hollis.
We have an interesting show for you today as we are the Purple Squad. We have our purple shorts, and you're going to be seeing us for basically 30 minutes of this show.
We're the only ones signed up today. I guess those thunderstorms this afternoon scared people out of the studio.
Yeah, I guess so. And those hot temperatures, we're going to be talking a lot about the heat sticking around. And not really much of a cold front coming our way anytime soon.
Nope, we will be talking about some fronts this show, but they're not quite going to make it all the way down here. Not yet. So we're still waiting for that first frontal passage of the season. And the National Weather Service the other day was talking about the fact that the weather's making us wait quite a while for that first frontal passage.
I'm waiting. I'm like, when are we going to get the 70s? I'm tired of the 90s. It's been like, what, 23, 24 days that we've actually hit the 90
I think Michael was saying that now that our almanac updated for today, we hit 24 days.
Yeah, we hit 92 for the high, so I think everyone in Florida is ready for
I'm ready for some fall temperatures.
Yes.
But for right now, I'm going to give you an overview of the show. And we have cooled down a little bit thanks to those thunderstorms. So it's 79 here in Tallahassee right now under mostly cloudy skies. It is muggy enough, though, that it does feel like it's 82 degrees. We've got those winds out of the northwest at 5 miles an hour. Places on the north side of town where those thunderstorms are a little bit closer might have some stronger winds. But overall, here is our radar. Those storms are clearing out into South Georgia and weakening as the sun sets. So we might get another couple specks of rain across Leon County this evening, but most of the storms are clearing out of here right now. As we zoom on out to the rest of the southeast, here's that stationary front that's just sort of parked there going through the middle of Alabama and then towards Pensacola, Mobile down on the Gulf Coast, bringing some shower and storm activity out in front of it, but not enough energy left to actually be a cold front and get here to bring us those fall-like temperatures. Our 3-day forecast, we are going to see temperatures right near that 90-degree mark with those rain chances, more of the same of what we've had the last couple of days. And the headlines for the rest of the show, our 90s streak is forecast to continue with afternoon showers and storms as well, and then we're going to have high pressure building in a little while, so that will be something to watch out for. But now I'm going to come back here to the desk for our desk to draw the new metro area.
Yes, so I guess, do you want to do the honors? Or
I've never done it before, so
we'll go on ahead.
I'll shake it up, and do you want to draw?
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Get
your eyes closed?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What did I get? Nashville.
So Nashville, I assume Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
So next week's metro area will be Nashville, Tennessee, that we'll be talking about. This week's is Charleston, West Virginia. I'll be talking about that a little bit later, but I think you've got the local now.
Oh, I do. So we're going to head over to the wall. Let's go on over there. I'm going to go, are you going to change over? I'm going to walk over there. So
yeah, just a moment there. We'll get talking about our
it's all good.
local weather here in the Tallahassee area.
It's all good fun and games. So here's our local weather. Right now, as we did say, we did hit that high of 92, so it's going to be staying warm for us here in Tallahassee. Going to continue staying warm. Our lows are going to be still staying in those low 70s, which really we should be sitting in those 60s, so I would rather see that 60 right now, but we're going to be staying warm for Tallahassee for the next few days. For our rainfall, we're pretty much on average except for our yearly. We're seeing a lot more rain here observed. We received 54 inches, so a little bit above our average normal for Tallahassee. But currently, right now, it is staying warm at 79 degrees as a lot of those showers did move off into our northeast. It is staying warm at 92, but overall going to be a bit muggy night if you're going out on the town. Current conditions all around the Big Bend region, sitting in those 80s. Perry still hanging on to 90 degrees, so still staying a bit warm and muggy around the Big Bend. Current dew points, moisture is in the air. It's going to feel like very sloshy, moist, just all the words you can really think of that sound nasty when you think of it. So really muggy out with these dew points, which is why these heat indexes earlier were in the 90s. Perry dropped down to 96, but because of that rainfall, some of these heat indexes did drop down into the 70s. So going to be cooling down off for that evening. There's those showers moving through, fizzling out as they move off into the Georgia area by Valdosta and over into Dothan. As we move on, zooming out, there's that stationary front sitting over our area. Not going to be bringing in those cool temperatures. Going to be staying hot around for the southeast. And there's our futurecast, seeing those storms move out of our area, but fizzling out for your evening. So if you're going out and about for your town, you're going to be staying dry but muggy. For Saturday at 7 o'clock, if you even wake up at that time, you're going to see a few partly cloudy skies, so a few passing clouds. But if you roll into that afternoon, 3 o'clock around that time, we're going to see another round of those scattered showers and storms. So keep your eye to the sky. Make sure you have an umbrella out there just in case. Now for the marine forecast, going to be sitting fairly well. We have a light chop, a nice east wind, staying warm at 89, but there's that shower icon, so you're going to have to keep that eye to the sky. May see another round of those scattered showers and storms. So if you hear thunder roar, go indoors. So make sure you keep your eye out on the radar. If you're going out to the beach or even the res, we're going to be sitting our water temperature at 86, so good relief from that heat. So good time to actually go out and enjoy the water. The UV index is high, so you need to make sure you reapply that sunscreen. As it takes under less than 10 minutes to sunburn, so keep an eye out on that. Make sure you're watching out for your friends and family. But for tonight, we're going to drop down into the low 70s, so nice all around. May see a few still lingering showers, but going to be clearing out with the loss of that daytime heating. 72 in Tallahassee, 70 in Quincy, a little warmer down the coast by St. Mark's at 74. Tonight, not a surprise, going to be staying warm. Those heat's going to stick around into the low 90s, 92 in Tallahassee, Thomasville at 91, and St. Mark's at 90 as well too. Perry's sitting there at 92, so pretty warm all around the Big Bend region. So zooming out into your 7-day forecast, going to be sitting in the 30s, so a good time to go out and about for your weekend, but keep your eye to the sky around that afternoon, evening time. And as we roll into Monday, parents, students, make sure you have your umbrella with you, especially if you're dropping your student off at the bus or just students around here on campus. Make sure you have the umbrella, as we have a 50% chance of showers. There's that only drop we'll see in that 7-day. And then copy and paste for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with 90 and that dry air returning for your local. But surprise, I'm going to be here again talking to you. So you're going to continue to see me for the southeast moving out. You can really see where that stationary front is draped across the southeast, which you're seeing those lovely temperatures of the 70s. And then down here over into Florida and Texas, sitting in those red mid-90s or 90s, 91 in Tampa, Tallahassee at 79. Current dew points, even though they are seeing a bit of cooler temperatures, still staying muggy, so very uncomfortable around in the southeast in those 70s and 60s, making those current heat indexes into the 80s, and then especially into Florida. Tampa still hanging on to 99 degrees for the current heat index around there. So satellite and radar, we do see those scattered showers and storms off into the panhandle and parts south into South Florida. But a lot of those storms will be fizzling out with the loss of daytime heating. Here's that 24-hour forecast. You can really see those storms move on out, fizzling out. And as we move on into tomorrow, going to be sitting in that same pattern, some passing clouds, but then as we roll on into the afternoon, evening time, going to see those scattered showers and storms. Now for tonight, we're going to drop back down into the 70s up here in Little Rock. Very lucky, they're going to be sitting at 58 degrees. And as we move on down, we're going to get warmer and warmer as we go on. 72 in Tallahassee, 77 in Tampa, Key West at 82. Now for tomorrow's forecast, going to be sitting warm all around, even though a few spots do see a bit of those high 70s, so lucky for them. I'd rather be in Little Rock than here in Tallahassee. 92 in Tallahassee and 94 in Tampa. Charlotte at 82, so going to be still staying warm for the southeast, but a few areas going to see a bit of a cool down. I'm going to pause over off in here, and we're actually going to go over to the desk again, take a break from that wall. Oh, I've been talking too long. I need a break.
Well, we'll give you a little bit of a break, and we're back here at the desk. We're going to be talking about some safety because this afternoon, the Earth, Ocean, and Atmospheric Sciences Department, which includes our great meteorology major, had a campus safety training.
Yes, so that was really interesting to see, especially as we've been seeing some active shooter with this Douglas Stonehill and everything. So it's really good to hear, even if you're not even at school, being in a business or out in your work, it's still good to know how to keep yourself safe in those situations.
Yeah, some of the statistics from the FSU police officer that was doing the training, that he said that most of the active shooter incidents that are nationwide are actually in businesses.
Yes.
And it just seems like it's schools because the media coverage focuses more on schools than businesses. So the things that we learned there are really applicable anytime moving forward in our lives, no matter what we do. And the big story from that was their safety motto, run, hide, fight.
Yes. So always run would always be the best option. Hide, if you have worst case scenario, have to barricade yourself in, that would be your second option. And the last one would be fight. If you have to, that's your like last end resort is to fight.
The statistics have shown that if you are able to safely evacuate the building away from the path of the shooter, whoever's trying to cause harm to people, that is your best option there. And then if you can't safely get out of the building, to barricade the doors.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. But a little bit more lighter subject, we bring into weather safety, which is the most important one I thought was sun safety, as we've been seeing really hot temperatures in the Florida region.
Hot temperatures and lots of clear skies. Even just walking around campus, sun safety is an important thing. That I wear sunscreen on a regular basis because I'm walking around campus when the sun is at its peak, and the radiation can be very dangerous, especially no matter what skin tone you have. Radiation can be very dangerous and cause skin cancer further on in life. So that $3 to $10 bottle of sunscreen can be a huge investment in your future health. But for right now, we're going to actually take things out to the national now. I'm going to get a national look at our weather as soon as we get those graphics pulled up there for the national.
I heard that the northern part of the national, they've been seeing some cooler temperatures. So that's nice for them.
You get the graphics loaded up there. Here we are with the national graphics. So currently Tallahassee, as we've said, is 79 degrees. And then here we see the sharp temperature difference from those 70s in places like Memphis and Louisville to right behind that sharp temperature difference, 59 in Kansas City, 51 in Chicago. And so here's where, based on temperature, we'd place a cold front. Looking at our dew points, we also see a sharp difference in the dew points. More evidence for a cold front, because cold fronts have colder temperatures and drier air behind it, like that 31-degree dew point in Minneapolis relative to the 60s and 70s across the southeast. And here on our surface map, we do see we have a cold front there across our country. There's actually multiple cold fronts here. I'm standing in front of one of them here. This is a small one. Main cold front here from the northeast down through the Midwest and then across the Great Plains, and then another cold front there across the northern reaches, the Midwest and Great Plains, and we do have some rain there with that front, and we'll be talking more about that in a little bit. I also want to bring some attention to the entire Gulf Coast, getting in on some showers and storms with the stationary front there. So this isn't going to bring much relief for the heat and humidity across the southeast. This front, though, will bring some relief to places like Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, and Arkansas. We're going to zoom down in the southeast now with those showers and storms. That low pressure is reinforcing the winds, those standard Gulf sea breeze winds, which is why we've got a lot of convection going on across the entire Gulf Coast. Meanwhile, satellite and radar across the Midwest, we do have some showers from Michigan down through Indiana, Illinois, a little bit clipping there right in Chicago and going across Lake Michigan. They look a little stronger over the lake because of less friction for the wind, but overall not much. Meanwhile, there's a flash flood watch out for California, Nevada, and Arizona. But there's no rain here. Why do we already have a flash flood watch out that goes until Wednesday? Well, we're going to drift south a little bit to Hurricane Rosa, which is expected to make landfall a little bit further north in Baja California. The 5 o'clock update did keep it around a Category 3 strength, and it will be moving in towards Baja California as the week progresses, and that remnant low left over from Hurricane Rosa will bring lots of rain to the desert southwest. So that's why we already have those flood watches out for that area, so they can prepare for up to 5 inches of rain in some of these areas highlighted in red on the map here. Places southeast of Las Vegas, in the middle of Arizona, could be seeing a lot of rain as Hurricane Rosa makes its way into that region. Over the next 24 hours across the country, those scattered showers and storms will persist across the Gulf Coast. They will dissipate overnight a little bit, and the fronts lose their definition, dissipating, so we won't get that really nice cold front that brings cold temperatures here just yet. For tonight's forecast, we're going to see more of the same of what we had, 72 degrees here in Tallahassee. If you're a lover of cold weather, though, head up to Minneapolis or Billings, where they're getting mighty close to the freezing mark. And for tomorrow's forecast, southeast is staying hot, but it's looking great for FSU football up in Louisville, where it's going to be 75 and sunny.
Yeah. I wish Florida would participate in these fall-like temperatures, but unfortunately, Florida is not. So welcome back. Still sitting with us again. So now we're into Florida, sitting into the 90s still right now. Current temperatures 91 in Tampa, a little bit cooler at Tallahassee as we had those storms pass through, to 79 in Tallahassee. And current dew points are still staying muggy in those mid to upper 70s, so still feeling like you're swimming through the air, and we're going to continue to stay in that pattern for the next week, which is why these current heat indexes, as we got into the afternoon time, were in those high 90s. Some areas sitting in those triple digits. Tampa still holding on to 99. Fort Myers at 91. As we move on into our satellite radar, we did see those storms lowering down our temperatures into the Tallahassee area, but a lot of the activities moved out of our area and fizzling out with the loss of daytime heating. So we're going to move on into the Panhandle, sitting in those storms that moved on through, producing a good amount of lightning. I did hear some thunder. I was walking through to my dorm as I was getting ready for the show. Made me a little bit nervous, but it was kind of cool to hear and watch. For tonight's forecast, we're going to dip down into the low 70s. 71 in Panama City, 72 in Tallahassee. And now for northern central Florida, they did see some storms move on through, moving off into the Volusia area, moving off into the west coast, producing a good amount of lightning. That's where those little bolts are. And as we move into tonight's forecast, kind of getting warmer, mid-70s for these lows. 75 in Daytona Beach, closer to my hometown, Spring Hill at 72. Now moving on down to South Florida, they did see a few offshore rain showers. Fort Myers saw a few scattered showers, scattered storms over there as they produced a good amount of lightning. Tonight's forecast for them, even warmer. They're getting to the high 70s, so as we're going down Florida with those lows, getting warmer and warmer as we have 80 in Jupiter, Fort Lauderdale 81, and Naples at 75. Now for the next 24 hours, we did see those storms move off through. They're going to continue to dissipate with that loss of daytime heating as we move on to the Saturday. Going to kind of clear out maybe a few passing showers for your morning if you even wake up early in the morning, but as we roll on into the afternoon, evening time, we're going to see those spots of scattered showers and storms again move on through the area. So make sure you keep your eye to the sky for your afternoon and evening. But for tomorrow, not a surprise, staying warm, hot. So maybe a good time to go out to the beach or head off to the pool, but make sure you always stay hydrated. Always make sure to reapply that sunscreen. So we're going to move on through 92 in Tallahassee, Tampa 94. And then 93 in Fort Myers, so overall going to be staying warm, which I wish we would get into those 70s, but I'm going to move off through. We're going to hand it over to Margaret with our Charleston Metro forecast.
Thanks, Sarah. We're going to take a look at some different parts of the country now with our weekly Metro forecast. This week's winner was Charleston, West Virginia, where it is currently 71 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. And the rest of the area is variable temperatures right around that 70-degree mark, and various amounts of sunshine from the mostly cloudy in Charleston to the sunny in places like Ashland and Portsmouth. So nice weather up there. The dew points are pretty close to the temperature, so it might feel a little bit muggy, but not as bad as it does down here with these dew points only just barely getting up towards 60 degrees, so it does feel a little bit nicer there than it does here. No clouds showing up on the radar, satellite and radar, no rain either, just a little bit of cloud cover way out in the corner here, but no major cloud cover there. Our national satellite and radar, West Virginia, the entirety of West Virginia, is between these two cold fronts, so they've had one front move through to make things feel a little bit more fall-like. And if this front makes it all the way down through West Virginia, they might feel even more fall-like than they already are there. So I'm sure the people in West Virginia are rooting for that front to make it through, to give them some nice fall conditions. Over the next 24 hours, more cloud cover overnight, a chance of a passing shower or two in the area, but those clouds will keep the temperatures from getting too cool overnight, only getting down in towards the low 50s in places like Winfield, or even 49 a little bit further north and inland in Portsmouth. And so the overall tonight temperature forecast getting down into those low 50s, but not quite making it all the way into the 40s there, not quite that far into fall. Tomorrow's forecast warming up to a nice warm low 70s, 71 for Charleston, and similar temperatures across the rest of that metro area. I really wish we could get some weather that would be more like that here.
I know, same. Like 71 sounds like amazing. Like I'm done with the 90s.
I'm looking forward to when we start getting some better weather.
Yes, definitely. And so now we have our desk events. So we're gonna go through all the events that I could find. So the one that I knew, that I know I'm going to, is the Incredibles 2 premiere for at the SLC. They're doing it tomorrow. I know they did it tonight, and they're going to do it tomorrow.
Yep, and I saw on the schedule that I've got pinned to my fridge that they also had it on last night. And any FSU students that are watching, all movies at the Ask You Student Life Center are free for you to see.
Free.
And that's a great keyword for college students, is free. So
yeah, there's 3 showings. There's one at 3, there's one at 6, and there's one at 9. So there's always opportunities for you to see it. I've heard it's a good movie.
Yeah, I really want to go see it. I loved the first Incredibles movie that came out when I was a kid.
Yeah, and we waited so long for the second movie.
I hope it's been worth it.
I hope it's been worth it too. Also for today at 7 o'clock after the show, if you want to tune in on the FSU volleyball team, they're playing against Virginia at 7 o'clock.
And they are up in Virginia for that. If you are planning on going out to watch the FSU football game at a local restaurant, that game is on at 3:30 tomorrow. And again, we're playing against Louisville.
Yep.
And hopefully we can win this one.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Either way, I think it will be an interesting game to see. Who knows? And then also, the volleyball also has another game on Sunday. It is also away, playing against Pitt. The Pitt Panthers at 1 o'clock if you like volleyball instead of football. So you can go watch them too and root on for our Noles.
Yeah, a lot of our sports teams are really great, and it's great to support the teams besides the football team, like our soccer and softball teams are national championship caliber teams.
Yeah, so that's always good, but I think you have our last local.
I do have our last local, so we're going to go ahead and head out there for that as soon as we get our graphics pulled up. So here's the time lapse over today, and we do see those storms that made their way through the west of town, drifting north. This camera is on one of FSU's parking garages facing towards Doak Campbell Stadium, and so we did have those showers that moved through, but we are seeing the sun starting to peek out. Currently in Tallahassee, 79 degrees. It is cloudy, and it does feel like it's 82 because it is muggy out there, but we do have that wind out of the northwest at 5 miles an hour to help out. Currently across the rest of the Big Bend region, temperatures are sitting pretty similar for most places. Monticello, Thomasville, Quincy all sitting right around that 80-degree mark. Perry hasn't quite gotten in on the showers and storms yet. They're just starting to get thunderstorms in the vicinity, so they're still up near 90. Valdosta as well, 86 under that full sun there. Dew points, though, no matter whether you've seen rain or not, are in the 70s, which just feels muggy. You're swimming through the air. And an important thing when you have high dew points is to keep hydrated and to pay attention to what your body's telling you. If you're doing outdoor activities, that if you're starting to not feel well, go inside, cool off for a couple minutes and drink some water so that your body doesn't overheat. That is a big health concern in the summer and early fall here. Our satellite and radar, we do have those showers lifting up out of our viewing area into South Georgia, but they will be leaving a lot of cloud cover in their wake, so we will keep our temperatures this evening more in the low 70s. We're not quite getting into those low 60s like our almanac would say that we should, and those showers and storms again are associated with that low pressure, the winds going counterclockwise around the low pressure, so they're really reinforcing that Gulf sea breeze and helping these showers and storms to develop. Over the next 24 hours, we do expect cloud cover to stick around and any lingering showers that are remaining to clear out. By the morning, though, the clouds should be starting to clear out some so that we can get more of our usual sunny afternoons before the afternoon showers and storms pop right back up again. So if you've got afternoon plans tomorrow, remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. Or for people who may be deaf and hard of hearing, the National Weather Service also has a slogan, see a flash, dash inside. So do keep an eye out on the weather if you've got any outdoor plans. Temperatures over the next 24 hours cooling off into the 70s, maybe into some 60s for places further inland like Bainbridge and Camilla by 7:30 in the morning, getting into those upper 60s. And then for tomorrow afternoon, getting up into the mid to upper 80s, trying to hit 90 degrees, places like Thomasville there. I'm going to step off here for our tonight forecast, getting down to 73 degrees. And then if you got any plans for tomorrow, 92 degrees, hot and humid. If you're planning on going out and playing golf, like I know my dad will be, it'll start off cool in the morning, but then get hot, getting up to around 92 degrees. And for the next 7 days, which we'll talk about here at the desk, a lot more hot temperatures and a lot more rain chances.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be singing the song Feeling Hot, 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 basically for the week, as we're going to continue seeing these hot temperatures all around for the 90s.
Yep.
So, and then on Monday we do have a little drop in temperature.
Yep.
With that 88.
That little drop in temperature with the 88 and the increased chances of rain. And I do hope that we get that rain to cool our temperatures off a little bit, because it has been very hot walking around campus.
It'll make it muggy though, so I don't know if I want to deal with the muggy and cooler.
It's a trade-off.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, the weekend will be a good time to go out. It will be hot, so make sure you always take lots of breaks. Be wary of your pets, your family, friends, any young, like if you have children, make sure you're wary of that.
If you're walking your dog on a area street, be aware of how hot the pavement can be on those dogs' paws. Maybe take them to a dog park where they can run in the grass instead. Yeah, definitely. But then for the rest of the week after Monday with that rain chance, we're going to have that copy and paste kind of like pattern of those 90s and then dry temperatures. And do I also see 60s for our low Tuesday night into Wednesday morning? That's a 69. That's a 69. I am looking forward to that because that is probably the coolest morning low we've forecasted in months. Yeah, definitely, because we've been sitting in like the mid-70s. But for all of us here at FSU Weather, follow us on Twitter for more updates, maybe to see when that first cold front will come through. Like us on Facebook. We post our social media updates all over social media, so one of those you can follow us. And also watch us live on YouTube. We are streaming Monday through Friday for our show. Yep, 6 to 6:30, Monday to Friday, and got to give that shout out to the Instagram as well. Yeah, definitely take pictures if you see those scattered storms come through. But always remember, I always see this in my internship, do not take pictures while you're driving. Be safe. Please be safe. Ask your passenger to take a photo, but send us your cool cloud photos. We love them. For FSU Weather, I'm Margaret Hollis. And I'm student meteorologist Sarah Converse. Have a great night.